Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon. This time I would like to make an interview with Mr. Wasiruddin Jafar SPD NPD. We have the same school,
Yes.
the same KM Tujubone, and he is an English teacher. So we are peer teacher, Mr. Wasir. Yeah?
Oh yes. So I have to speak English.
Yes.
Answering or responding your question.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I have 7 questions. It's based on the problem that we identify from the student problem when they are studying English. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. My first question, one of the problems that we already identified. The student motivation is still lacking in every school, maybe also in SMK 7.8. Do you know why this kind of problem is one of the school problem, especially in Chinese?
Okay. Thank you, Sir Dedi.
Yes.
Because our topic today is talking about our student motivation.
Yes.
Basically I agree to your opinion that especially in our school, our student motivation is low. We can see it in the two sides, maybe from student themselves or from teachers. First,
We focus on the student.
Yes. Actually, this is not only our problem, but many schools also have the same problem about student motivation. And also many educational research show that yes, 80% of our students actually don't have motivation. First, because our students don't know what is the purpose of learning a certain subject. That is like English. They don't know what is actually the purpose of English in their life. Maybe they don't want to be English teacher, or they don't want to work in abroad, or maybe they only want to work in Indonesia. So they can say that why I have to study English. Even though there are many people say that English is international language. This is because internal motivation. Yes, they don't have. And also the second is about it is difficult to learn English because nowadays our English, our education, teaching English to our student, many teachers teach our student the knowledge of English. And you know, when students study the knowledge of the English, it's very difficult because they have to memorize the certain rules of English. Our teacher don't teach our student how to use the language. Yes, they only like me when I was still study at SMP or SMA. Most of my teacher taught me English by memorizing the rules of the English, or let us say the knowledge of. So it is very difficult. Actually, it is so simple if you want to improve your English by using that language in the reality. But nowadays, you can see many English teachers don't realize about this. So this is what is the influence of our students not only English subject, or other subjects also. The third is teacher student. Because in SMK there is a certain study program like hospitality sector. Yes, we have teacher have introducing this. It is very powerful, very important to understand this because you are going to face your guests in hotels, or some of the guests of the hotels from not only from Indonesia but from Sweden. I can emphasize is the motivation is about what is the purpose of this I don't need English because I can live without English.
Yeah.
Especially when you are Indonesian.
Indonesia. Okay. Next question, Mr. Wasiruddin Jafar, and also maybe it's also one of the cause that motivation to study English is low. It's also the reading ability of the student is also low.
Yeah. Reading English literature, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that means it is still related to what is teaching is in the classroom. Yes. Actually, our student ability to read is we can say they also have
in English subject or in general?
Yeah, okay. In common sense, they say it is not low actually. In fact, the problem is that our students have ability to read, but they don't have what is motivation. Our student motivation in reading certain material like book. Actually, we can say high, yes, but what is the lack of this ability of reading is about how to say daya baca. I don't know English daya baca. So in bahasa Indonesia we say that they have minat baca yang tinggi, but they don't have daya baca yang tinggi.
Reading interest.
Yeah, they can read what is chat or news from the what is mobile phone, but only they can read only 10 minutes or 5 minutes, but after that they don't want to read long passage. So this is what we call daya baca rendah, but minat baca is high.
Oh, minat baca.
Yes.
The reading.
The motivation in reading certain book is high, but daya baca is low. What do you mean daya baca? Because you can see reality in the class when you give your student to read the material. After 10 minutes, they don't want to read anymore. It means that
they want to read.
They want to read, but they don't.
Continuously,
they cannot read long passage.
Yes.
Only 10 or 15 minutes.
Boring.
After that, boring. Because they don't have daya baca.
Yes.
Yeah, only have minat baca.
Reading interest.
So I reject if you say don't have minat baca. Actually, our students have minat baca, but what they don't have is daya baca.
Sustainable.
So if you give your student long passage, they could not read the passage. If it needs more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like examination, when you give your student 15 questions, after the 21 question, they don't want to read anymore. Boring or
they're just guessing the answer.
Just guessing because daya baca only 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
So the conclusion is minat baca is high, but daya baca is low.
Okay.
I think I understand.
Yes,
because
thank you.
it is not always true if you say low the reading. Yes, they have motivation. That depends on the passage or the text they want to read. Whether long
or short.
So please,
but they tend to read the short.
Yeah, they have motivation to read. Like read news from the chat, they can read them all. But if you give them long passage, they don't want to read anymore because this is about daya baca. So you have to differentiate minat and daya. Daya means power.
Yes.
Okay.
Power to read.
Power.
The power to read is not really high.
Okay. Low.
Yes. Next question. Is it a student when they study English or the other lessons? Are they focused enough, or they just listen and then not really pay attention to the subject or lessons?
Yes. I have told you before that the main point in student learning a certain material depend on motivation, whether internal or external. When students want to be a teacher of English, of course, from now on they have to study because they have strike or motivation to be an English teacher in the future.
So,
but if you say do not cannot focus in what is learning, so it is maybe we have to also say it is from English teacher or a teacher at that school. When the teaching is interesting, I think our student can focus, because that is why there are one thing that we have to consider when you want to teach your student. The role of teacher to stimulate the student. Yes, you have to control your student. Also, because you have to understand that our curriculum now is focused on differentiation, means that every student have different characteristics in achieving or understanding the material. So you have to understand. So if you say they don't focus because it is not interested to our student. They want other side of teaching. Okay, so this is what we call berdifferensiasi. So before teaching, you have to do diagnostic text to your student. So if you have done this, you can see your student must be focused to them, because we have already analyzed what our student needs, methodology in teaching. So well, this is our student will be what is focused on this problem. But actually, you also have to see the side from teacher in designing the material and the teaching.
So what makes them not really focus is because they don't really interested in the subject.
Yeah, they don't want this material is for what? Yes, because maybe our student had already understood that later I want to be driver, I want to be like this. So
it doesn't have
they have to correlate, correlate between the
uh-huh.
material that they studying now and the future plan.
I see.
The connectivity.
Yes.
Like you are not interested in mathematics because
you got nothing to do with my vocation, right?
You never thought that you want to be a mathematics teacher. This is
I have less ability in
less ability.
Yes.
So you have to calculate
calculation and something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question, Mr. Wasir bin Jafar. And the communication between the student, the teacher, and also the parents have important part also, because maybe we have to talk about something with the parents. But the fact is the communication between the parents and the teacher and also the student is not really good. It's not really, connected. It's mean we want to make the student to have to achieve the lessons goal. And maybe some of the causes the lack of the communication between the student, the teacher, and also the parents. And do you think what makes this situation?
Let us say why our education is still low now, because there is no collaboration between students, teachers, and parents. Actually, ideally, according to our curriculum is good, but the implementation is not good, because maybe some teachers or class also don't understand that. So ideally, our parents should know his son or his daughter teaching all this learning development. We have to report to them what is the capaian pembelajaran. But what we have already done in the school, we just give student parents at the end of the semester, or when the student have problem with school, so we call parents to help teacher to make it better. The implementation of teaching the classroom. But for the student averagely, for good student, we don't touch or we don't have communication. So this is also we have to make it better in the future, because there is no. Actually, I don't know. Actually, this is what is bimbingan guidance, counseling and guidance sector. They have to be active to report this the student development to parents, that they can know about physical or mental or the achievement, so that because we have to know that the successfulness of this education is from public or environment, parents, teacher, and students. So they have to work each other to make this achievement will be good from time to time.
Do you have any opinion about why this case happened?
Yeah, because actually we have done it, but not maximum, because teacher or counselor have to understand their role. They have to work hard. They don't know this. Our teacher will not only handle the student who have problem, but maybe for this career development for the better student. So I think this is still what is we have to do from time to time to think about this, because I realize that parents actually want to know the development of his or
so what makes it so hard that the parents talk to their son, or the parents talk to the teacher in school? What do you think that makes that difficult to happen?
Actually, if we talk about the correlation between teacher and parents, should be discussed in a forum like a committee or school committee. So periodically, parents and teachers should discuss in this forum, and to classically to the total of the student, or also for this. But there is also some problems that we have if we do this, because sometimes if we call student parents to school, they don't want to come.
Why?
I don't know, because maybe some of our student parents have this under school, as I say, don't know about education. They say
not
educated, so they will. But if we call several times, they don't come. They say if our child do like this, you can drop out. They don't want to talk.
They don't really want to involve their
they think that if we call their parents, they can say
my kids in problem,
do something wrong, then this is a big what is it? Some of parents are still shy to realize or understanding his son or his daughter. This is also a problem, because I told to counselor, say you have to call. Sorry, sir. I have called the parents several times, but they don't come to school. But some of them come to school, and it is understandable. Yes, they would take it for granted. Dia mengambil begitu saja. So that's the problem. So this is maybe have to socialize to student parents about this. If we call you to go to school, means that we want to make a good education in the school.
Okay. Next question, Mr. Wasiri Jingjaka, is about the high order thinking skill.
Higher order of thinking. Yes.
Higher order thinking
skill.
Is it understandable by the teacher, or
to apply this?
Yeah, is it easy for them, or is it difficult for them?
Actually, for the first time, it's very difficult. So, but this is what we call kecakapan abad 21. You say communicative. This is communicating, creative, collaboration. This is what we call higher order thinking. So we don't teach our students anymore about how to understand or how to mention, but they have to bernalar kritis.
Are they understand the higher order thinking?
Actually, based on what is the preparation of the teacher. When you don't give them more teaching model like projects is also kind of higher order thinking skill. You try to create a new environment to your student, but your teacher your teacher doesn't want to explain the lesson. Yes, your teacher is a facilitator, and you do several projects. You try to solve your problem, and your teacher guide you. So higher order thinking, see, because you always think about higher, not really in the implementations. When you give your student a lesson, there is no more question asking about what is this, but you say why, how.
Is it better? Is it better or understandable, or is it to understand if they use lower or higher?
Yeah, sometimes not always higher order things, sometimes low. Where if it is only the material is about understanding, yeah, low. But if you want to student to solve the problem, certain problem, yeah, it is all.
If we use higher order thinking skill, is it?
They can work together. Yes. Sometimes you have to what is low. And sometimes that depends on the context, whether you just want this material is for understanding, so this is low.
From the percentage, is it more easy to use lower to higher?
Oh yes, hot is if we say 80% of the teaching
from the student side.
We had because why? Because this is the new paradigm. How to say paradigm say that student-centered learning. So if the student want to do student want to know something, they have to find the something by themselves. Okay? This is what we call higher order thinking. So they read, they analyze, they make correlation, and at the end is to present.
They do it, or they're just sitting around or not doing?
That is why our student cannot do this without teacher, because they just want to facilitate this. You do this, you do this, you do this. That is the facilitator, not teacher. What will explain material totally 45 minutes in a classroom that if you say too hard, yes, too hard, but you have to try, because this is new era and in teaching. For you, maybe hard, yes. You have to get it from granted, because this is one things that curriculum change. It's because the development of the teaching.
Okay. The last question, Mr. Wasil, is connected to the technology and information and communication. Is it the student able to use whatever thing or whatever application that related to telecommunication information to study English?
Yeah, yes. One thing, the difference between teaching in the past era and teaching right now, Curriculum Merdeka, is about the use of technology and information. If we talk about technology and information related to what is it, like laptop, mobile phone, and something like that. They
are not only use it.
Yeah. That depends on the infrastructure of the school. Whether like our school, there are many laptops or how to say CP that the student can use it. But the problem is that can they use some application related to education? So that is the role of
all of the student can use the application. Or
actually, because our student is eager to. Sometimes our student is eager to know new things. So when you give them a computer or laptop, and I think they can learn how to operate by themselves.
What about the teacher?
Teacher, I cannot guarantee that all of our English or our brain can use this. It is because what they say, like me, sometimes I don't want to touch anymore about technology, because I say I didn't study this technology when I.
Okay, Mr. Wasil, thank you for your time. I hope this will be yes. this is really useful for me because right now I'm in the teacher certificate program. This is one of the
so you have to what is ask information from senior teacher or
peer teacher.
Peer teacher. Okay.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, welcome. See you next meeting. If you invite me to do this, welcome.
Okay, I need to have contact you. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yes.